Stick around. Stick around. Stick around.
What is going on, everyone? I am Steve, hashtag Team No Sleeves from Berkfam 54 Comics. Welcome to the very first episode of Meet the Berkfam. We're going to be talking and hanging out with my friend DJ LINX. Before we do that, though, let's hit that intro. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring him in. Very first person up on Meet the Berkfam, we got Mr. DJ LINX. What up, dude?
I was going to do a death drop, a Vogue death drop, but I didn't want to break anything behind me. What is going on, Steve? Thank you for having me, man. That beat got me hype. I want some sticks and some pills.
Ecstasy and some...
I'm sorry. I meant vitamins.
Vitamins. Okay, there you go. He's commenting on the song, sounding like it's a rave. Yeah, this is episode 1 of Meet the Berkfam. It's honestly, I was trying to come up with a new show, a new live stream where I'm just talking and hang out with some of my friends. And I was like, I got to do a show called Meet the Berkfam where everyone that's a channel member of mine can come on. We can talk and hang out for about an hour or so. And I was trying to get different people up for episode 1, and everyone nominated DJ LINX for episode number 1.
I know, and I was truly flattered, like truly flattered. That was awesome.
Yes, and I'm excited to have you on because I feel like it's been a while since I had you on the channel for something other than a members only stream. So this should be a good time. Good time. Before we get into go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what?
What? Huh?
No. We're gonna say hi to people in chat. DJ LINX is obviously here. Ryan, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Alex Tapia, what's good, dude?
Vato.
Slotted up. What's up, dude? How's it going? Ramon verse Station All. How's it going?
Oh, thanks, Ramon.
Freaky Louie, what up, dude? Is anyone going to camp out at Best Buy to buy a 3080 Ti? I don't even know what that is.
Sounds like a computer, but I have no idea what that is.
No idea. Much better off running off eBay. Nick, hey, yo, hashtag Team No Sleeves. That's right, man. Drop that Team No Sleeves emoji.
I was thinking about cutting off the sleeves, but I have like fat arms with the bat wing.
Dude, check this out. I'm so like, oh shoot. What's up, Dan? How's it going, Blue Hellion Comics?
What up?
DJ LINX looks like he's trying to go number 2 in that picture. Oh, I think he's referring to
the thumbnail.
Yeah, the thumbnail. Yeah.
Where I'm like the Hulk thumbnail where I think
I
was going number 2 in that picture.
Yeah, I mean, I try to look for like the most awkward photo of him, and I just went with it. You know what I mean?
Great success. Very nice.
Great success. Hashtag Team No Shirt. So yeah, I was on Cardboard Crazies the other night. Went sleeveless. Obviously, I went no shirt as well. So yes, that was a good time.
Deep cuts all over your chest.
Yes. I was tapped. Let's see here. But be hilarious. Both came out shirtless. That would have been funny. What's up, Robert? How's it going, man?
Don't look at me. I'm hideous. That would have came out like
that. Chris, what's up, man? Let's see here. Justin, what's up, dude? How's it going?
Nice. What up, Justin?
Oh, it just jumped on me. Literally just jumped on me.
Did it really jump on you, or you just said that just so you
really did.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I did that once or twice where I'm like, oh man, it jumped on me.
It really did jump on me.
Because it was like 1,000 names, and I was just
what's up, Wasalame? Wasco, what's up, dude? Better than Peach. Yes, I agree.
That is true.
I also love the watches that DJ LINX wears. We've commented on this before. Are you wearing gold tonight? Nope, not gold tonight.
No.
Carlito Classic.
Carlito was good, man.
He's gonna be hanging out with me for the Clayton Crane in-person signing here in a couple weeks. That should be a good time. Is
Nice.
Dale here? Dale, what's up, dude? Love Dale. Dale's a good
Dale,
guy.
my man. Yeah, Dale's a good guy.
Wine Punch 72. What's up, dude? It's not even signed, bro. What up? Jonathan Michael, another Berkfam member. What's up, dude? How's it going? You wouldn't like me when I'm pooping.
Don't make me poop. You wouldn't like me when I'm poop. Oh man, this HD camera, man, it's like,
dude, you're looking fresh, bro.
Dude, no, look at that. It's thinning right there. I don't know what's going on over here. Age is catching up with me.
Turning into LeBron, man. It's turning into LeBron.
I gotta get that Beijing.
Jimmy the Don Kerr. What up, dude?
Jimmy, hello, sir. Sir, make sure you throw that sir when you speak to Jimmy the Don.
Sir. Dude, he has an awesome weekly show called 10 Questions. DJ LINX has been on it. I've been on it. Lots of people have been on it, honestly. Like, the list is super long. Make sure you guys check it out. He recently had Tyler on there, and it was a pretty freaking hilarious show. Pretty funny. Not tonight. Okay. What's up, Mars Comics? How's it going? Hello, DJ LINX. Hello, everyone.
What up, Mars?
All right, so let's go ahead and get to the show. Meet the Berkfam, episode number 1, DJ LINX. We're going to talk about DJ LINX's collecting, all that stuff. So let's first get into it. When did you first start collecting comic books, DJ LINX? And after that, I'll get to your name. That'll be the next question.
All right, cool. Comic books. I guess I first started. Let me go back. So my whole thing growing up when I was a kid was always action figures, right? I love figures, as you can see in the background. So action figures. So I had the Secret Wars toys when I was little. So I had Captain America, Doctor Doom, Spider-Man, Doc Ock, Baron Zemo, but I didn't know they were from comic books. I just had the figures. And this is when back in the day, like in the bodega on the corner, you could literally get anything at a bodega. It was like a Toys R Us, and you can get a ham sandwich. It was insane. So I had all those toys, had no idea where they were from. And then at the same time, well, that was when I was, let's say like 6 or 7 or whatever the case may be. And then towards like 1990, I started collecting Garbage Pail Kids cards. So I love the Garbage Pail Kids. I even love the Horrible movie, and that movie's just terrible. So you remember Garbage Pail Kids, right? Or you're too young. You don't know what Garbage Pail Kids are?
They had some Garbage Pail Kids comic book covers that I heard.
Oh, man. Well, you put all the Garbage Pail Kids cards together, and they create a Garbage Pail Zord. I'm just kidding.
Sounds very much like Power Rangers and Voltron.
No, so Garbage Pail Kids, it was like cards, but they were like funny. So it was like I don't know, like a kid with boogers coming down his nose, so it would be like Snotty Ronnie or something like that. So there were like little like plays on the name, and they were all like disgusting, like little characters, and they were cards, but they were also stickers. Every card was a sticker. So that was my jam until one day, like we went to the bodega to get some more Garbage Pail Kids cards, and they didn't have any. So they had the Marvel cards. So I guess my brain was always conditioned to just like beg my mother to get whatever card was there on the box, like on the counter. So she got me a pack of Marvel cards, and they were the Series 1, Marvel Universe Series 1, the 1991 Impel cards. So she got me that, and then I opened it, and then lo and behold, I had like a Captain America card. So then I'm like, yo, I have that toy, a Baron Zemo card. So I wound up getting the whole collection of the cards, and I was just like, oh snap, these are all the toys that I have. So that was that. And then I started collecting comic books. So when I was in the 5th grade, so what was that? I'm going to date myself here, like 1990. So then I started collecting comic books because, you look in the back of the cards and it'll say like first appearance, whatever it is. And then some of the key issue cards, they had their own standalone cards for the key issues. So I would go with my mother to do groceries at the A&P on Myrtle Ave, Brooklyn. And then we would pass by a newsstand, so that I would go in, I would beg her to get me a comic book. And I didn't know, obviously back then, I didn't know the schedule that comic books were monthly or even they were bi-weekly. So we would go in. So every time, even when I got a few bucks from like my grandfather or whatever, I would go in and I would always buy a comic book. And it was to the point that I would get only Marvel. No offense to DC, but for some reason, my brothers conditioned me that DC was horrible. I don't know. I have no idea why. But I would go in like almost every day if I got like $1.50 when I would visit my grandparents or something like that. Every day I would go and I would literally just grab everything. So that's how I was able to get, even though like the Spider-Mans were gone, or the Spider-Man I already had, Captain America I already had. So then I would be like, all right, I don't have this character, Sleepwalker. So I would get Sleepwalker #1, or I don't have Darkhawk. And then I would just get everything there. And then fast forward, they opened up a comic book store in the neighborhood. And then from there, it was just like heaven. Like heaven. So I would go, oddly enough, it was a comic book store, but all the comic books were behind bulletproof glass. I shit you not. I kid you not. Oops. Oops. This was the only comic book store where you would go in and you would be like, can I get that book? Like bulletproof glass. And they only sold comic books and cards. And it was the craziest thing.
So this is back in 5th grade when you're like 10, 11, 12 years old.
Yeah. That was my prime, man. 10, 11, 12. My brother had given me some books that he had. Nothing spectacular. It was like, I know it was a G.I. Joe, I think with Flint on the cover. It was a Daredevil, the Marvel 25th anniversary cover with all the characters on the side. He gave me that one. He gave me a Batman. I forgot the number of it. And then for some reason, I remember Web of Spider-Man 23. And it was like a pink cover and it said, slip, sliding away. So he gave me those. And then I was just like, oh, snap. And then like, Hulk, when I started collecting Hulk, like Hulk is still my jam to this day, and I think that's because of the nostalgia factor. So growing up with my brothers, I have 2 older brothers, a younger brother and a younger sister, but growing up with my 2 older brothers, my oldest brother was the man in the house, right? So it was just like he controlled the TV, he controlled when we played video games, he controlled everything, and he would make us watch like the Incredible Hulk and stuff like that. So even when I got a Hulk comic, I was like, holy crap, that's the guy from the TV show. Not the TV show was from the comic.
That's crazy, man. That's a great story. So you've been collecting for 30 years then, roughly.
Off and on. So in the early days, so when I found out that some of these books were worth money, immediately I sold everything for some money. So like when I was like 15, I went to, and it's funny because I was talking to somebody about this, but I went to in the city in Manhattan. So I went to sell my books, and in there I had like a beat up copy of ASM 300, 361, some good books then, Uncanny X-Men 282. I might have had a X-Men 266, and I legit sold everything, and I got like $30 probably for everything. So in hindsight, that was a dumb move, but I was just like, yo, $30 for books I don't read.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I feel that. So when did you start collecting again then?
So, all right. So fast forward to around the time when Ultimate Spider-Man came out. So Ultimate Spider-Man #1. I don't remember what that was. That has to be like 2004 or 5 maybe. I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up real quick while you tell the story.
Cool. So then I started working, and I started making some adult money, and I worked in the city, and in the city you walk any direction 6 blocks, you're gonna bump into a comic book store. So I would go to the comic book store, and then I would just go like peruse, and then I started buying some books. So I started getting Punisher stuff. So the Garth Ennis Punisher run was around the same time. Ultimate Spider-Man. I started getting into Spawn, Medieval Spawn, even the Sam and Twitch books. So I got into that stuff, and only like maybe 5 titles at the time, and I would constantly get those. And then when the pile got big, I like sold them all on eBay and got money back. And even though it wasn't like a lot of money, because none of them were valuable keys or anything like that, it was just like just to get rid of them, got some money back, reinvested it, started getting more books, and then I had stopped. And then fast forward to maybe 10 years ago. This is hilarious. So I'm at my job. We're at our we went out for a happy hour or something after work, right? So I was collecting Hot Toys at the time. So I would go to Midtown Comics, and we all know Midtown Comics, and I worked 2 blocks from Midtown Comics literally every day to go see the Hot Toys. And if they had a new one, I would just pick it up, right? So I just buy Hot Toys. But me and my boy, we went out for a happy hour at work, and we got super wasted, and I was just like, yo, let's go to Midtown Comics. So I was super drunk. We go to Midtown Comics, and legit, I felt like I was doing something wrong. So I was just like, let's go. I started looking through the graphic novels, and then I took like 3 of them off the shelf, and then I go to pay for it, and with my head down, like literally, like I was doing something wrong. I go to pay for it, and then the guy was just like, I bought Crossed. I don't know if you ever heard of it, Crossed by I think it's it might be Avatar comics. I don't remember, but it's a story about like these characters get a disease and they become like sex crazed monsters. It's like super adult, whatever, but it's like super violent and bloody, and then that's what I'm all about. Yo, so I'm legit paying for it, like with my head down, embarrassed, and the guys just like really crossed, and I was just like, I'm relapsing. I haven't bought a book in years. And then they start laughing at me. He was like, all right, this is a good starting point. So then I bought those books, and I was just like, whatever. So that was then graphic novels. And then I bought a few graphic novels after that here and there, but I really didn't collect until last year, April, when I started the YouTube channel. And then at first it was all graphic novels and then stuff from the mystery boxes. But then I guess sometime in June, July of 2020, that's when I was just like, yeah, I need to get back into the books. I feel left out. Like FOMO's a real thing. Like I always laughed at people that was just like, hey, FOMO, hey. But FOMO's a real thing. So I was just like, wow, these guys are talking about what was hot at the time, Venom, even though I hated Venom, but everybody's talking about Venom. Everybody's talking about Something Is Killing the Children, and I have no idea what people are talking about. Specifically for like the Berkfam chats
Sure.
on Thursday nights, I felt super left out. So I would like make sure I read something in order to join the chat. So join the stream, I mean. Yeah, so that was that. So back into my collecting now, like June, July of last year.
That is a crazy story, dude.
My bad, a lot, right?
20 years ago, 10 years ago, last year. That is crazy, dude. Yeah. I remember when I did a show of Kevin, and it was like 5 channels to sub up to, and he mentioned you. And so, like, after the show, I went and watched your videos, and I think you had like 80 subscribers at the time or something like that. And you're doing a CGC unboxing, and I want to say you got a whole bunch of crappy grades. I think
it was the X-Men number 4, so I had like 4 copies.
There was like a 9.2 or a 9.4, or maybe it was a 9.0, somewhere in there. Yeah. And you were super pissed off about that. Like, not like I know your unboxings. It wasn't like I'm going to yell and scream, but like I could tell you weren't super happy with it. But
yeah, that's one thing with me. I can't play poker, dude. Like if I'm pissed off, you're gonna know I'm pissed off. If I'm happy, you're gonna know I'm happy. I jump up and down and stuff like that. For that particular video, I had bought a lot of 4 X-Men number 4s off of eBay with the intention of flipping it. So I was just like, let me get into this to flip it, blah blah. I didn't know anything about cleaning and pressing because I had bought raw books from the LCS and sent them to CGC. Like I bought Savage She-Hulk number 1 and in raw, and they was like, oh, it's a 9.2 at the most. So I paid $80 for it. And I sent it to CGC. It came back a 9.8, a newsstand. So I was just like, let me do the same thing with this. And then just getting the books back, I thought it was hilarious. Like they were bad then, but even now they're valuable. But I had gotten rid of them right after that, or soon after that. I had got rid of them. I gave one away in my 300 subscriber giveaway, but I found it hilarious. That video is so terrible.
I remember, like he said, you're gonna be the next Jim Mint. I was like, that's a pretty big thing to say. And I started watching her videos, and I was like, okay, yeah, he is.
Wow.
He may well be the next Jim Mint. I was talking, and you've seen this. I told you. Me and Pam have talked about that.
Yeah.
We think you're the next big thing for sure. And part of it, I think, is just your charisma and your video editing on top of the amount of money you spend on mystery boxes, which if people don't know, you always like to spend that money on some mystery boxes. What draws you to the mystery boxes, man?
So it's funny. Before we go into that, I want to just touch on Kevin. So Karate Kev was an early big supporter of mine, and when he shouted me out on that show, legit, I rewinded it on the phone, screen recorded it, and I sent it to everybody. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was super hyped when he said that, and then you were like, and I remember you were like, oh, I haven't seen his stuff. Oh. It was hilarious.
I hadn't, man, until he said that, and I was sad. And then I watched it, and I was like, okay, yeah, this guy knows his stuff.
No, but like back then, it was just like, yeah, my videos were horrible, and I was still at the time like really, really nervous. Now I'm just like getting in front of the camera. It's just one take, and I don't really care. But I think it's that way is more authentic anyway. And I'm sorry, I was talking about Kevin, and then you had a question. Could you repeat that, sir?
Mystery boxes.
What drew me to mystery boxes? Yes. When I first got into YouTube, like a couple of people that I really watched were like Wink Inc.
Yes.
Which is crazy. That we're like really good friends now.
I love Alex Meckel, man. He's a good dude.
Yeah, Wink Inc. Obviously, Gem Mint, Edwin the Comic Jabroni, and a couple of like franchise kicks, a couple of others. But with Wink Inc., like what immediately drew me to him was that he was getting these mystery boxes, and he was opening them up, and he didn't know what the majority of the comics at the time, because obviously this is like more than a year ago when he was still on the rise. So he didn't know a lot of the books, and it was okay to grab a book, open it, and be like, I have no idea what this is. If this is like a key or something, let me know in the comments. And I was just like, oh snap. Like, you don't have to know every single book. Like, you don't have to know who every single character is. And it's okay to do that and put that on film. So I was just like, all right, I'm going to do that. And not that I'm a big gambler, but I like taking chances. So even with the mystery boxes, I enjoy opening the boxes more so than the comics that I get. Like, I just love the act of opening it, not knowing what it is. And then if it's like a key or something, you're like, if it's not, even if it's crappy books, you're still going to get a genuine reaction, and it's going to make for a funny video. So I just like it's super corny, but the mystery of the mystery box.
So it's like Christmas Day, right? So you've been thinking about it this whole time. My mom put all these gifts underneath the tree. She's not telling me what it is. I have no idea what it is. I'm thinking about what it might be, all these possibilities, and then I'm finally getting to open it. Is that a good analogy, would you say?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you just want to know what's in the box. What's in the box? You just want to know what's in the box, especially when attached to that mystery box, there's some sort of grand prize or GP or whatever it is. So when I first started doing it, I was just getting mystery boxes. Like, I was just doing it to do it, right? Like, I had no idea. I didn't even know what a GP was. So I'm like, why do people keep talking about GPs? And then I'm like, oh, grand prize. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, it was, then I was just getting it to get it. And then now I'm gearing more towards boxes that have a grand prize as that extra incentive. And then, it's to be completely transparent. I don't keep everything that I get. So I sell a lot of books on eBay and stuff like that, and just keep the cycle of money flowing. It's not that I have like stacks of money lying around to buy mystery boxes. I don't want people to think that at all. Like, I'll get a box. Like, for example, the other day I opened up that 375 superhero box, right? So it was $375. The slab, I moved the slab, and I sold the slab for $385. So I got a $10 profit. And then I sold a couple of other books, and all that stuff is gravy. And then I just recycle that and either get another mystery box or put that towards a grail, which I actually bought a grail yesterday. So stay tuned for that. I can't say it. You're going to have to stick around.
Stick around. Stick. Do you remember when he went live and it went black screen for about 5 minutes?
Oh my God.
Oh man, that was amazing.
That was the worst. And it's funny. Yeah, Tappy, I remember when LINX was hella nervous to go live. That day, that was my 300 subscriber giveaway. I'm talking with Remy and Angel beforehand, and I'm like, yo, I'm super nervous. Oh my God. And literally everything that I thought was going to go wrong went wrong. And I was like drenched in sweat. It was like the worst thing ever. But I'm glad that happened, because it taught me if it ever happens again, how to bounce back. And it did happen again for something else. And I was just like, I literally restarted my computer and got in. So the stream stays up. Like, I thought everything just crashes. So it's fine. Just go to restart your computer and jump right in. Adrian APM, I see him in the chat.
Yes.
That fantastic mystery box. I think he has 2 mystery boxes out now. If I didn't get this big book yesterday, I would have got a mystery box from him. That guy knows how to mystery box. Dude,
the last one you bought from him was hella good. Hella good. I want to say was it a $200 one, and it was like $380 in value or something like that. I can't remember. It was something along those lines of value like that.
So it was a $350 box, closer to, I want to say, almost $700 in value.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. So what's been your biggest score or your most favorite unboxing you did? I'm assuming I already know the answer, but I still want to hear you say it.
Yeah, that Amazing Spider-Man 361. That's definitely the biggest score. And it's funny because that day, like, I almost cried in the video. I think I did, if I whatever. But literally right before I'm filming that video, so I'm here. I was having a day. Like, I was having not a bad day, but there was just like a lot of stuff going on. And then I looked at my phone, and I think that day I hit 500 subscribers, like literally right before I was going to film. So I looked at my phone, and then I'm like, damn it, 500 subscribers. for me, every time I hit like 100 milestone, like 5, 6, 700, that's a big deal. Like even to me, that people, I'm like, yo, I can't believe 80 people are watching. I can't believe 100 people are watching. So 500, I was just like, holy crap, that's like insane to me. So then I opened up the box, and then I was just like, oh man, this is all worth it. So I opened up the box. I got that amazing Spider-Man 361. Once I pulled out the 3 slabs, so it was 361, 362, and 363. Yeah. I was just like, oh my god. And yeah, I got a little emotional, man.
It was like this, like you're a and whatnot, and like yeah, I remember that unboxing. And I want to say it had like 2,000 or 3,000 views or something crazy like that.
I don't know. It's funny because I don't go back. Like whatever's on, you know, when you go to your phone. So like today you put up whatchamacallit, I was just like, yo, let me put up the recent videos. Like I don't go past that. So I don't know, which is hilarious. I have to go back and check that out to see how many views that has.
Dude, you're getting hella views on some of those unboxings, man. Hella views.
Yeah, and the growth is crazy. The growth is coming steadily. Yeah, it's overwhelming at times. Like sometimes, like legit. Like I'll tell my wife, and I'll be like, "Yo, I can't believe this. Like this is insane. Like this is like it's insane to me. The amount of support, the friendship, the camaraderie from other people in the community, just people reaching out. Like yesterday, it was a big deal because somebody was just like, "Yo, new to the channel, blah blah. What's up from New Zealand?" And I was just like, yo, New Zealand, that's like crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. So every time something like that happens, it's not like, oh, that's cool. Like for me, it's a big deal. And even the smallest things, I make like the biggest deals. So it's like
I've noticed that as well. This was supposed to be my second question, so I apologize that I'm just now getting to it. People who don't know, talk about DJ LINX, the name.
DJ LINX, the name. All right, I'll give you the true story, son. So my favorite album of all time is Only Built for Cuban Links by Raekwon. I'm pretty sure you never heard of it or you never listened to it because you're a Backstreet Boys guy. So Only Built for Cuban Links by Raekwon the Chef from Wu-Tang Clan. So that came out in 95. In 98, I was a senior in high school. I graduated in 1998. So they were going to do the talent show. And I got 2 of my friends. I was just like, yo, let's be in the talent show. It's our senior year. Blase, let's rap. And then my friends were like, oh, we don't rap. I was like, don't worry about it. I didn't rap either at the time, but I was just like, I was in the poetry club. I was real into poetry. I was just like, yo, I'll write all your raps and all that stuff. And they're like, oh, what's going to be our name? And I was just like, the Cuban Links, after the album, the Cuban Links. So then we did the talent show. And then us and a couple of other guys that were in the talent show just became really, really close after that. And even after we graduated high school, we all remained really, really close. And the nickname of our crew was The LINX, DALINX. So that was the name of our crew. And we had like baseball shirts with like the LINX and the number. I was number 1, of course. And fast forward, like me and my friend formed like a little rap group. And we were the LINX, like the rap group and stuff like that. And then we went our separate ways. And then I started DJing, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to take the name. Like, this name is mine. I came up with it. Sorry, pal. So I was just like, yo, DJ LINX. And then that's been my name since 2007 is when I started my official DJ company.
So you are an official DJ on top of your regular job, on top of YouTube. Am I right there?
So let's talk about before YouTube. So before YouTube, I had my regular job, and then I was just like, yo, I want to do this on the side. So I would DJ in the weekends, sometimes on Friday nights, like do gigs like weddings, bar mitzvahs, things like that. True traveling mobile DJ, and it was the worst. So I would go with my mixer, my controller is literally this is my mixer. Right. My controller, speakers, giant speakers, my computer, all that stuff, and set up at these parties and DJ. And then I had my regular job during the day. So then when the pandemic hit, there were like parties were dead.
Right.
So it was just like I was here. I would still play music, but then I like kind of lost the passion for it. And then in the beginning of my videos, I was using, I don't even know what I was using. I think I was using a stool. And then I had like a shelf with a white blanket covering it as my table. And I was like, this is the worst because it was moving and wobbling. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just put the mixer there. And for me, it's perfect. I'm DJ LINX. I got a DJ coffin. You can see it in the videos. Like people know what it is. So, I haven't played music until this past weekend. Like you have the little thing that I put in the chat in the intro. That was the first time I busted this open since March of 2020. And I was like so hyped to play music again. But I think my passion, I've always been like that, right? Where my passion comes in phases. So like I was into comic books, sold all my comic books, got into something else. A lot
of people were like that.
Yeah. So right now it's all about YouTube. And then I know if I was to start playing music again, I'll probably like the YouTube, and I don't want to do it because I'm super passionate about the YouTube stuff.
Gotcha.
But yeah, to answer your question, I was a professional DJ.
Dude, that's awesome.
My bad. I like just ramble.
I like it. Look, the guy that did our wedding 9 years ago. Oh my God, I'm old.
Wow.
His friend of mine. His name is Doug. The name of his record company was Fat Ass Records with PHAZZ Records. It was amazing.
That's hilarious.
4,500 views on that unboxing.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That might be my highest viewed video.
That's awesome. It was a great video for sure. DJ LINX, I did that for a while, for about 16 years. So Carlito was a DJ too.
And it's hard. Carlito could probably attest. It's hard, especially when you're by yourself. Like one of the things, like, so in doing the parties, like you show up, and I would show up by myself, or my wife would come with me, right? So it's like you show up, you have all this stuff. Everything is heavy. So I would have a change of clothes. So I would go in with a regular t-shirt and all that other stuff. I'm sweating profusely. Yes. And people are just watching you carry this stuff and struggle. Like all this stuff is super heavy.
They don't help you because they're paying you to do that.
That's what it is. And they're like, oh, you're being paid to do this. So I understand that. But when I have to take this up, well, you didn't tell me that I had to carry this thing up, that the hall was up 3 flights of stairs. Like, right. And I'm carrying a 200-pound speaker, 4 200-pound speakers all the way up to stuff.
Like 8 trips. That's an 8-tripper right there.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. But then at the end of the night, everybody wants to help you.
Yes.
But they're drunk.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to trust this guy carrying my speaker downstairs. So I'm like, no, I got it. Don't worry about it. Even though I'm like, damn, please take the speaker. But it was tough. It was really, really tough.
Dude, that is crazy. I think I want to say he normally charged like $600 for like a 3-hour reception, and I want to say he charges like $300 or $400 or something like that. And that was back 9 years ago. So
yeah, so it's funny, right? So I'm guessing like in more rural areas, or like where you're from in Kansas, like they can probably get away with that. Here, there's so much competition. So what happens is like literally you could go on Craigslist and find a DJ for like $125. So my younger brother would do that. So he would be like, yo, I'm a DJ, $100, but he'll show up with his little mixer, the speaker and the laptop. And that's not really a DJ. And you're a jukebox at that point. Mm-hmm. But I know my worth. So I would charge $800 to $1,000 for a night. And it's like, you know what you're getting. I have this setup. I'm coming with like $15,000 worth of equipment. I'm a real DJ. I'm not pressing buttons. I'm mixing, I'm scratching, I'm blending. You know what I'm saying? And it's
you're Pauly D is what you're doing. You're hyping the crowd. You're doing scratching that.
Nah, it's funny because that I was never that. Like I was never one, unless I had a few drinks in me. I was never one to play the microphone. I was never that. I'm more like the skill, mixing, cutting up, scratching, blending, as opposed to just pressing a button. And it's just like you could, because these mixers, you press a button and it auto blends, and it's just like, come on, man, you cheat code.
Gotcha, dude. I'm learning a lot of stuff right now. I'm learning a lot of stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was fun but hard, and sometimes the weddings were lame. I can't even imagine trying to compete in your city. Luckily, Des Moines was pretty small.
Yeah, see, even Carlito knows Pauly D. Like, Pauly D is not a DJ.
But he makes a lot of money.
Yeah, because of the name and because he's a celebrity.
That is true. 100%. Nosh, what's up, man? What is up, my brother from another mother out there in Texas, doing real big. Good God. All right.
Good God. That's how he said it. Good God.
Good God. Appreciate having you on here, Nosh, man. You're a good dude. Everyone, make sure you're following everyone else in the chat, all that stuff. We're trying to grow together here, doing lots of good stuff here. We're talking to DJ LINX here, episode 1 of Meet the Berkfam. He talked about collecting comic books. He talked about his name. Talked about DJing. Why did you start the whole YouTube game? And who was, you said you started watching Gem Met, but what were some of the other ones outside of Gem Met and Alex Winkink that you were watching?
Outside of those two, Edwin the comic jabroni. So I would watch him, rest in peace. And it's funny because it was like he had passed once I started watching YouTube, but I knew who he was because legit before I started the channel, I was doing a lot of research, and I'm drawn to the personalities. Like he had a big personality,
huge personality.
Yeah, and I was just like I didn't know him, but that was devastating for me. I was just like, oh man, that was super sad. But him, Wink, Gem Mint, couple of other smaller channels. I'm drawing a blank right now. Karate Kev.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but mostly those guys. Mr. Extreme, who's a statue channel.
Okay.
Justin's Collection, who's does hot toys reviews. So I would religiously watch his stuff because I'm into hot toys. Yeah, that's I think obviously more, but I'm drawing a blank right now. And then why I started the YouTube. By nature, I'm just a creative guy. So whether the music, writing, whatever, poetry, whatever it is, I'm a creative guy. At the time, my position at my job was digital media creative. So I would oversee all the video production at my job. And when COVID hit, everything was shut down. I didn't know if I was going to have a job. So I have my kid, the majority of my setup is mine. Like I own the majority of it, but then I went to the office even though it was closed, and I needed a tripod, and I got the other camera. So what happens is when I'm filming my videos, I'm filming with a separate camera, and then my lives, I'm filming it with my job's camera. I started the YouTube because I needed a creative outlet. I didn't know if I was gonna work. I didn't know if I was gonna get paid. So it was my way of shutting all the negative stuff. I even stopped watching the news. I was just like, whatever. Let me just bury myself into comic books and making YouTube videos. And I just did it at you can hear the sirens?
I did hear that siren. I was like, what is that?
That's Brooklyn for you. But it was more so to wow, how dare you get shot? We're on Meet the Berkfam. It was just
we're 187 over at DJ LINX house.
Oh man, hopefully they don't do the helicopters. That's really, really annoying. But it was just mainly to escape everything that was going on in the world at the time. The whole tragedy with George Floyd, the pandemic, all the news was just so negative, and it was legit. I felt like our world was going to hell. So I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna focus on this. I need to be creative. If not, I'm just gonna be stagnant. And that's what I did. I did the YouTube. I tell my friends and all that stuff, like the pandemic, the quarantine, either it made you or it broke you. So if you didn't come out of this knowing a new skill, learning something, learning to cook, losing weight, whatever it is, if you're just stood home complaining about the pandemic, you missed a big opportunity to improve on yourself, especially learning a new skill or doing something new that you never did before, or trying something new during the pandemic. If you didn't do that, you missed a big opportunity because you legit had a whole year to do this. What else were you going to do?
That is 100% true. As soon as the pandemic started, I was working from home, obviously, and I was like, okay, I'm only a couple hundred subscribers away from 1,000. I'm going to start taking this game more serious, and I started doing daily content. I did at least one video a day for 3 months, something like that, if not 2 videos a day. And that's when I really started growing because obviously everyone was home. I was putting into work. And then obviously I made my channel into something that I feel like I'm proud of. So
yeah, no, the channel's great. The channel, the Berkfam, everything's great. I was doing that for a while, and I felt like I was on the verge of burning out doing the one video per day, especially with my job. So luckily, not that I was laid off. When the pandemic hit, my job took a big hit. So we went from a full floor in a Manhattan building to a half a floor. Luckily, we only got rid of a handful of personnel that we laid off or let go. Myself, I took a hit. They cut my salary, and I was just like, all right, you cut my salary. At least I have a job, but I have a rebellious spirit. So I was just like, you're going to cut my salary X%. I'm only going to work X%. And the rest of it, I'm going to focus on YouTube videos. But then I felt like I was burning out. And then everything came back. And then luckily everything came back better than it was before, and the company's prospering. But it was just too much to do a video a day. I felt like I was burning out, and then it felt like work. And once it feels like it's work, it's not fun anymore. So I was like, let me take a step back and only do, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday videos.
Dude, I feel the same way. Like I'm obviously not doing one video a day anymore. I'm still doing it like a lot, but I started doing more shorts. That's taking the place of some, 6 to 10 minute videos and whatnot. And I'm trying to enjoy life more, but I'm also still trying to do as much content as I can while making it fun. I have a whole bunch of comments I wanted to highlight. I used to collect hot toys 3 different times in the last 20 years. Sunday and TSP, I'm chilling at the bar. Dude, I feel you, dog. I feel you, man. Yes, rest in peace, Jabroni. Man, I had him on my channel at least twice, if not 3 times, dude. He was a good dude. He was a real good dude. Seriously. That hit everyone real hard when that happened. I went up covering Baby Got Back at my brother's wedding. My sister-in-law wanted me to do it because I would get people out on the dance floor at 18 years old. Lost my
Jesus Christ. Good God. Good God.
Oh my gosh.
TMI.
Man.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is amazing.
Yo, that is all you had to do was cover Baby Got Back. That is what's up.
Shoot, I complained every day.
About the pandemic?
I love Dave. Yeah, that's what
but shout out to Dave. He was one of the workers in the hospital and stuff. So he was in I was gonna say in the mix, but he was right there on the front line. So big shout out to Dave from Mark Spector Comics for being on the front line, facing the pandemic, the quarantine, the virus, whatever it is, every single day.
And he changed jobs and all that stuff too during the pandemic. So
yeah, crazy.
Chip, yep. Preach DJ LINX. Shot for Comics. What's up, man? How's it going? Burke, you built a way more than a YouTube channel.
You did, sir.
I appreciate hearing that, man. I appreciate hearing that. It's been something I've worked pretty hard on, and thank you. I appreciate hearing that. Burke built a sunburn. Oh shoot, thanks, man. I appreciate that. How long you been rocking the hardened beard, bro? That is a good question. Ever since I've known him.
Well, since the pandemic. So what happens is I was one of those dudes. I was always fresh, right? So before the pandemic hit, I was always fresh. Whenever I went out, like on the weekend, legit new outfit, like I was always fresh like that. I always I would get my hair cut every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. And I always kept my beard. It was just like maybe like this. So this is like a 1.5. So I always kept it like that. And then when the pandemic hit, everything was closed. So I was just like, I stopped growing up. I stopped cutting my beard. So I just let it grow. And if you go back and see some of my videos, it is horrible. It's just all scraggly and crazy. What the hell?
Look at this fresh guy. He said he's fresh. Look how fresh he looks, man. I'll tell you what. And look at that DJ LINX pen right there. That is
that was a wedding that we went to a couple of weeks back. But yeah, so my beard, I just let it grow. I started buzzing my hair myself. My wife cut my hair. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it bald or whatever it was, super whatever. And then when we got back to like the barbershops and said, well, I don't go to the barbershop. I go to my friend's house. He cuts my hair. And I was just like, I'm going to keep it. But every time I go, so now I go every Thursday. That's why I've missed a lot of the Thursday night chats, because I go every Thursday night. And every Thursday, I'm just like, yo, should I take it off? Should I take it off? So it's
right.
I cut it down a little bit. But I don't know. I like it. It's funny. I got used to my white hairs too in it. So I got like a lot of white hair.
Dude, you got a little Reed Richards going on, but in your beard.
In the beard.
In the beard.
I don't want Reed Richards in my beard. Burke nasty.
Also, we all love that tank top. Can you tell us where you shop?
That's you, dog.
You're talking about me. I'm assuming I didn't know if he's talking about you or me. Yeah. So this is Legion of Comics. My friend Mark, great guy. I don't know if he can still sell any of the shirts or not, but make sure you head up Legion of Comics. There is a link to his page below. I'll put it right here. I'll put it in the chat real quick. Great guy. I need to get me a stick around shirt, because I got me a Two Brothers comic shirt. I got me a Legion of Comics shirt. And that's it. I used to have a Berkfam shirt, but it was too small. I had to give it away to Dave. So I got to get me a bigger size.
What size are you, if you don't mind me asking?
2X. I'm a big guy.
No, you're a tall SOB too.
I'm 6'2". I am 6'2". So yeah, I'm a big dude.
5'1".
With an awesome queen by his side. Yeah, no, for real. He's had I want to say his wife has been on his videos maybe once or twice. You guys are about to go to a con and you're in the car and you're talking about what you're going to be getting there and asking her questions, whatnot. And, I've had those videos before too. My wife's trying to answer, but also not be awkward, which makes it, So yeah, it's been a while since I've seen her in a video though.
Yeah, she was only in that when we went to the con. So I recorded the intro in the car. Obviously, she's next to me. And then when we came back, I was just like, you have to be in the video because you started out in the video. So you just have to write it out. I'm trying to get her on and in the mix episode, but she's like, no. So I'm going to convince her. If you can hear me, you're on In the Mix this Friday. It's official. No. She said,
Dude, I remember. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
When you were talking about the grades in school with you and your wife during one of your live streams, that was pretty funny. Dude, you got to get her on the rap battle, man. I want to see her rap.
She's gangster. She needs a couple of shots of tequila and she thinks she's gangster.
Dude, that's awesome.
I love my wife. She's my legit, like my best friend. Like, I don't know. We
you guys have good chemistry.
Yeah, we've been together for a long time. We've been together longer than in our lives than we've been apart. So, we met whatever. We've been together since 97, since I was 17. I'm 41 now. And she's my everything. And I don't know, that sounds super corny.
Dude, I love it. And your youngest just moved out, right?
Yeah, so my only. So she moved out. She's 22. So she got her own. It's just right downstairs. Like we own the building, so she lives downstairs. And she moved downstairs. So she's enjoying her independence. Even though we were always like as far as parenting went, I know this is like going to be the weirdest thing in the world, right? So my parenting philosophy was always, I'm going to give my child 90% of me. I'm not going to give my child 100% of me because I don't want to lose who I am. So then how am I going to influence her if I'm just all about her? Like I need her to learn when she's old enough to learn about what I like so that we could vibe better. So that, this is music I like. These are movies I like. So that was always my philosophy. So, and we always gave her independence and super hands off because when like my mother, when I was raised, my mother, whatever, I was like chilling in the street, like 14, 15, even though I was a good kid, I was just like in the park till like the sun came up. But like my wife's parents were more strict. So it was just like, we don't want to do that because whatever. And then, we always gave Des her independence and there's always a respect. So just because it's your child, I don't know. So there has to be a mutual respect, like especially with an adult child, right? So you just can't be like, oh, I'm your father, you have to listen to me. It's just like, no, I hear you, I understand you. How do you feel? And like that communication, like Chubby Pop Chaser says it best at the end of his videos where he's like, parents listen to your kids, kids listen to your parents. That two-way street, that communication is key between you and your child.
100%, I agree. And also I feel like fostering an environment that is loving is huge for your children. Like I tell my daughter probably 20, 30 times a day, I just bring her over, give her a hug and I say, I love you. Just because I want her to always remember that when she's older, that like her mom and her dad are always telling her how much they loved her. And so she feels loved no matter what. When a boy, middle school, high school breaks up with her or whatever. So.
Yeah, no, I think that's key. I think for us, like what we do when, let's just say I come home from work, even when Des was living up here, right? So I would come home from work or whoever was to come through the door, whoever's up here gets up and greets that person, no matter what. We always did that. Get up, meet them at the stairs, greet them, hug, kiss. They leave, same thing, hug, kiss, I love you. growing up, I never with my family, even though we were close and me and my siblings were close and all that stuff, like we never ate at the dinner table. It was always like grab your food, sit on the sofa, watch TV. Now, even though the TV's on, we always sit at the dinner table. Like no matter what, we all have our places and when we talk and stuff like that. I made it like one of my main things too, as you know, I grew up as an adult. Like my dad was always in his room when growing up. So we missed out on like watching TV together and all that stuff. So when we got married and moved out, had a first apartment, we was like, I don't want a TV in the room, in our bedroom, and we're always going to be in the living room. Like I don't want to chill in the bedroom. The bedroom's for sleeping and other activities. Anything else, like we're gonna chill in the living room or in the dining room or whatever. And it's just like cultivating that strong family bond and a loving bond where people know that you love them. And I think that's super important.
I agree 100%. I agree.
Yeah, man.
She showed up for the whackathon too.
What's the whackathon? Oh, she was there for the whackathon?
That's what Freaky Louie said. Was she on live for that?
Oh, I think she brought me like my tea, and then I was just like, oh no, say hi. And then she donated some money. That whackathon was awesome.
We got a $3.99 super chat from my guy Jeremy, Remy Q Studios. Great show, Mr. DJ LINX. Nothing but love, brother.
I love that guy, man. I think me and Remy, it's just funny. We just formed a bond that's like crazy.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man, and we'll get to the Berkfam here in just a minute or two. I don't know if like I would have ever expected as many awesome people to like. I would have been happy if one or two people joining the channel membership, right? I never expected so many amazing people to join in on the fun and being a channel member of mine. Like it's been amazing, and Jeremy is one of the most amazing people we have for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I totally I was gonna say I totally disagree.
I totally disagree.
Damn you, Remy Q. No, I totally agree. Jeremy is something else.
Yeah, for sure. She kicks in the door like hell to the no. We want Mrs. LINX on the channel. We do. We want her on the channel again. I'll rap about Madeline.
Wow. All right, Tyler.
All right. Remember dropping that cash? Yes, he did. Do we have to write a petition to get her on the channel? I don't know. I think DJ LINX will talk to her about it. We'll yeah. I don't know.
She'll come on. I just have to convince her.
There you go. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Yes. Trust and communication is a big part. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing too. Trust. Like I remember my dad. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yes, I am.
I was with the trusting the communication. Like my dad, I would be like, "Can I get $10 to go to this party? Where you going? Who's gonna be there? Blah blah. Make sure you're home by 11." And mind you, it was probably like 10:15 at that time. And then when Des when she started going to parties and stuff like junior high school, it was just like, "Oh, you're gonna go to a party? Okay. I'm going to drop you off. I don't care what time it is. Call me and we'll pick you up. And if anything, just call us and we'll pick you up."
Yes.
So that's how it was. Even with my little sister, would she would front and she would act like I guess she was sleeping over my house or sleeping over my cousin's house, and she would go to these parties and I would be like, "Chrissy, no matter what time it is, call me and I'll go pick you up. Like I'll get out of bed and go and get you." So just trusting that you're going to make the right decisions, I think it's a big thing.
Well, just part of life is getting some of those experiences too. So
yeah. Yo, Roger, what is going on, my man?
Vibe all together. Thanks for this. Thank you, Phillyborn21. Awesome guy. I've known him for a long time. He's a great supporter of this community. I know he's a big fan of Reggie Collects, and he's just an awesome guy. So thank you very much for the $4.99 super chat. It is very, very much appreciated. Seriously.
Shout out to Roger from 3 Men in the Basement. I met them at that Connecticut swap. Otto, Dave, and Roger. It was like, to go to a con. So go to a con is magical in and of itself, no matter what. Right. Even if it's a church basement. Like I remember going to the church basement cons, and it was still the greatest thing ever. But to go there and meet these people in person and give them a hug, like I never thought I was a hugger until that day, where I was just like so happy to see these guys. It was amazing.
Dude,
so 3 Men in the Basement guys. Yeah, man. All of them are awesome.
awesome. And they all are for sure. But like I've known Otto and I've seen him the longest. Like I remember the very first video I watched. He was in front of some comic book shop. He had his daughter filming him on the phone, you know, and then they went to the back room because there was a back room, you know, area, and she was filming as he's going through the stuff, and then he showed off all this stuff. I was like, this is a really, really cool dude. Like, I really like this channel. So I started watching and whatnot, and they sent me this Christmas card. Did they send you one too?
No, they hate me.
Okay, well, maybe they'll send you one next year. They sent me a Christmas card here, and it's signed by all of these artists, man.
Oh, wow.
So we got Adam Hughes, John Beatty, Clayton Crane's in here, Mike Zeck, whole bunch of stuff, dude. So
That's
I appreciate Screaming in the Basement a lot for that, and I keep it right next to my computer.
Yeah, they're awesome. I met Otto on What's That Comic Book, Kevin's show.
Yes,
and we kicked it after the show ended for a while, and we were all backstage kicking it. Great dude. And then Roger, I was on live Canadian, which was awesome. And we clearly I talk right in front of the camera when the light is on. I'm just like whatever. Like we could have went for like another 2 hours.
Love that guy. Sorry guys, YouTube is not ready for me.
We'll see. Challenge accepted.
Oh, I like it. LINX is a family man. Yeah, he is. He is. Roger. Oh, is that DJ LINX? It is. Roger, what's up, man? You know, I really liked being on the Cranky Canadian show too. Like that was a ton of fun. And like I always try to get on their live streams on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Where they're unboxing stuff and hanging out. David McCabe is in there, Otto. I love the karate chops that Otto does and whatnot. And then, you know, his daughter's in his videos too. It's just a very, very fun environment for sure. You do need to watch the Burke and Reggie stream. That was like a month or two ago. Seriously, you got to watch that, bro. I'm going to go to a con here in Kansas City in August. Good time for sure. LINX showed up with paparazzi.
Yeah, so my wife, it's funny. So I was just like, usually because I love filming and editing. Like that's my jam. I love filming and editing. Even if it's not like when we go on vacation, like I have vacation videos that are like movies, like it's insane. So I was just like, yeah, I want to be in the videos this time. So I told my wife, I was just like, just film, just film me walking around, whatever the case may be. Like, I don't care what you do. If the footage is bad, like we just won't use it, but just film me. And she captured some great footage. And it's just weird because I don't like, well, I guess that's a lie if I say I don't like being in front of the camera, right? Like, we don't have to love being in front of the camera. But usually I'm like filming, like especially when it's something you kind of
recorder.
Yeah, so I always
control.
Yeah, definitely. But with that, I was just like, yeah, whatever, just film. I'm gonna walk around and do my thing. Because usually, like when we go to these cons, and it's just funny because in real life, prior to this, I'm a real private person, and like when we went to New York Comic Con, like I wasn't into the books. I was more so into the hot toys. So I haven't got. This was my first con that I went to since I've been collecting comic books. But I still go, and I wouldn't pick up any books and just hot toy stuff. So like I wouldn't talk to anybody. I would just film. I try not like I'm just a real private person. But this is the first time that I went, and I went with the goal to speak to people, to meet the 3 Men in the Basement guys, to dig, to dive, to hunt, to go through the long boxes. And that was the major difference. So I was just like, now there's content for me to do that I could be in front of the camera instead of just filming things happening. Like now I can actually like be involved with collecting comic books now. So she was my camera person, man.
I like it. I'm adding
my bad.
Someone to the Berk fam. We got Adrian APM just becoming a Berk fam channel member. That is what's up, dude. I appreciate that. He's always with some Power Ranger stuff. So always ask me if I want to get something, dude. He's got lots of awesome comics, selling mystery boxes, buying, selling all the time. Make sure you're following Adrian APM. He's an awesome guy for sure.
Yeah, Adrian. Yeah, I'm happy that Adrian just joined. That's why I was just like, oh, I started clapping.
Yes, sir. I'm excited about it too. I just added him into the chat. Yo.
Oh, funny coincidence. I'm ending my membership. Just kidding.
What? Adrian is in the Berk fam. Welcome, sir. Dude, we got We got a couple Adrians now in there. Shoot. So I'm going to do a couple more questions and then we'll get out of here. I really appreciate anyone who ever supports a channel, and Adrian APM is a new one. He's a friend tier member. I appreciate you. What made you decide to join the Berk fan? Like what was it about me that made you decide to join the channel? Because I don't know what it is. I don't know why people like me. So.
I was just like, I don't understand why this guy loves Power Rangers. I need to find out.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It was funny. I was just drawn. So between like you and Karate Kev, I was just drawn to you guys. And then when I found out what the Berkfam was, I was just like, oh, that sounds cool. I'll get in for some exposure.
Sure.
If I'm going to be completely honest, I'll get in for some exposure. So then I joined and I was just like, yo, this is pretty dope. And when I started, I was the lowest tier member. And then I was just like, I'm going to up my membership to the family tier. I think I'm a family tier, right?
You are a family tier member. Yes, you are.
So when I went in, I dipped my toe in the water. And then I was just like, yo, I'm going to become a family tier member because of everything that was going on in the chat, the opportunities to be on the live streams, the Berk box. And the long and short of it is like, you guys, everybody that's there are just like awesome dudes. And it's just odd that you get so many people that have the same sense of humor.
Yes.
Like that's super rare, where you could say stuff and nobody really gets offended, and everybody, we just joke around. We're just like a group of guys in the locker room. And we're just having a good time. It's dope. And I'm happy. Yes. Actual Dracula.
Appreciate you, sir. That is awesome. I'm gonna add you that as well.
Oh, that is awesome. 2 Adrians in a row joining the Berkfam.
That is crazy, dude.
3 Adrians now.
We do have 3 Adrians. I'm going to add them to the Berkfam chat real quick, which is always lit. It's lit right now. I'm literally about to add someone. There's been 9 posts since I just added someone 2 minutes ago. So.
That's crazy. Welcome, Actual Drac. Yeah, so I mean, you guys are a great group of guys, but yeah, if I'm being really honest, it's like we always do. We always try to do it to gain exposure and things like that. I'm gonna keep it real, but I'm just happy I did it.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, like I'm a member of what am I a member of? I'm a member of yours. I joined Winx, to support Wink, and then I was a member of Gem Mint for a while. Okay. But I'm not like Gem Mint doesn't have like a group chat or anything like that. Neither does Wink, but they do the I guess Gem Mint does similar to the Berk box. He does a gem crate every month. And Wink has the members only live stream where he does the giveaways and the money wheel and stuff like that. But the level of engagement that you get with the Berkfam, like we legit talk every single day,
all day,
all days, right? But the level of engagement and is just amazing.
I appreciate that. When is DJ LINX gonna launch his channel membership? Because I talked to you a little bit about it in the DMs. I slid into LINX's DMs and I was like, yo, when's this channel membership happening? And I haven't got an answer yet. Can you give us a little tease or an answer of whether or not it's coming?
I'm strongly considering it. But with that said, I know myself, Steve, and I know how I am. And it's just crazy, right? So like I'm thinking of ways to entice people to join. So it's just like, and I know how I am. Let's just say if a couple of people join and I'm bringing in $50 a month, I know I'm going to wind up spending $200 a month doing stuff for the team. And I need to find a balance because I want to, whatever I would make, I just want to give back. And I know how I am, and it's just going to hurt me in the long run. Okay. So if I'm saying, you're going to join, everybody that joins, I'm going to send you a t-shirt, right? So it's just like you're paying $5 to join for that month, and then like your welcome package includes like a $30 t-shirt. Like that's not good business.
No, that is not good business. You gotta get like a t-shirt shop sponsor or something.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about it more seriously now more than ever. Like I'm creeping up on 1,500 subs. Originally, the goal was that once I hit 1,500, I would launch the channel. and it came like at the blink of an eye, and I'm like, I'm not prepared to launch it anytime soon. So I might at 2,000. I might do it at 2,000.
Dude, I think a lot of people, including me, are waiting for that because it's going to be really awesome and fun when you do that because we know how big you go with your promos and your videos and your unboxings. So we know, obviously, like you said, you're going to go pretty much all in on the channel membership if you decide to do that. So,
yeah.
Burke's worried that I have gone too far with my feud of certain. That was funny. That was funny when you and Panda were going at each other. That was pretty funny. So,
love all your faces.
Love all your. Yep, that is pretty funny. So, what do you got coming on the docket on your channel coming up? And what are maybe some unboxings or things we're going to see on your channel? You said you bought a Grail like yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday, right? The Floyd fight. Yeah, so I was so mad at the Floyd fight, Floyd and Logan. No, so my brother-in-law came over. He was like, "Hey, are you watching the fight?" I was like, "No." He was just like, "Oh, okay, can I come over? We watch it. I'll pay for it." I was like, "All right, sure." So he paid for it, but the Showtime app crashed, so we couldn't even watch it on the Showtime app.
Oh, no.
And then my other boy was here, so he was able to find an illegal stream, and that's the way we watched it. But the Showtime app was whatever. So I was so mad. I was on my phone. I was on eBay, and I was just like, boom, I'm pulling the trigger on this. So I got it yesterday. Hopefully it shipped. Hopefully it'll be in this week. I'll probably do a video of it, and it'll probably release next week, Monday or Tuesday. Tomorrow I have a mystery box video. And these are boxes that I might have had like 2 months. So I think I filmed like today, the one that I released, I filmed it like 2 months ago. And then the same thing with the one coming out tomorrow. And then Thursday, hopefully, if I'm able to get to the comic book shop on Wednesday, because lately I've been working in the city and all day, and it's been trouble getting to the comic book shop. But my new comic book shop video, new comic book pickups, I'm sorry, on Thursday. And then Friday in the mix at 9 p.m. I'm trying to get Mrs. LINX on.
Mrs. LINX.
Mrs.
LINX. I like it. For me, I'm going to have my top 5 and top 10 for New Comic Book Day tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, we're going to have our members only stream, show off the Berk box, do some giveaways for everyone, no matter the tier, tomorrow night.
Nice.
Doing the members only stream. We're going to hang out for about an hour and a half. Wednesday, New Comic Book Day poll. Thursday is that Thursday night chat, and then should have an unboxing because it said it was shipped on Saturday for this week. And I've been trying to do a top 10 list with Legion of Comics for DC Comics to invest in. Hopefully we can finally get that going. I've been super busy, but hopefully we can get that going for sure.
Can you find 10 DC Comics to invest in? No. Stick around.
Shoot. Logan had a graded Pokemon card hanging from his neck. $300,000 Pokemon card. Wow. I saw the Pokemon card. I didn't know he had it around his neck.
I figured that was one of those. Shards are super expensive cards.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, I appreciate you, DJ LINX, for coming on, man. This was a lot of fun. Talking to you, hearing about this DJ stuff was actually, in my opinion, like the most fun thing. There's a whole bunch more questions that I didn't get to, but if you want to see some other questions being answered by DJ LINX, make sure you check out Small Town Collectibles top 10 questions he did with DJ LINX. I'll put a link to that in the chat. He did it like 2 months ago, I'd say, right?
Well, I've the only person on 10 questions twice, so I've been on 20 questions.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to put a link right now into the chat. Make sure you go watch that because it is pretty awesome stuff. Take the channel to Mrs. LINX. Did I skip your comment? I was going to join, but then I watched your intro video and I was like, nah.
Stick around.
Oh, shoot. Well, I appreciate you, DJ LINX, for coming on. This was an awesome time, man. And you're going to be in the members only stream tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, I'll be there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next week, we're going to have Legion of Comics. He's going to be here for episode 2, Mark. It's going to be a good time talking with him about, him joining YouTube because he used to have the name Adventures of Mark and Finn. His channel's honestly blown up a ton in the last couple months. So
crazy.
It really, I mean, his channel is like yours. It's just exploded. So it's going to be a lot of fun talking to him for sure.
Yeah.
So thanks everyone for coming on and hanging out. Thank you, DJ LINX.
Thank you for having me, man. I greatly appreciate it, Steve. Like legit, I greatly appreciate it. And I greatly appreciate you. You do a lot for the Berk fam. Just checking in with us every single day. Even small things where you like, hey guys, I'm not going to have a video today. I'll have a video tomorrow for you. Like little things like that go a long way. And it shows that you're invested. You're like legit, to keep it real. You're not here just to get our money.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like every month you're invested, you interact with us daily, you check in with us, and it shows that you care about the Berk fam.
I appreciate hearing that, man. That those words you just said mean a lot to me, man. I appreciate seriously hearing that, dude. You just got me in the feels, man. Oh.
Take your cut off sleeves and wipe your eyes. Like you need a stack of sleeves just there so that you can do that. Legit, man.
Oh, I appreciate it. Dude, we got another new
Warlord.
What's up, man? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Boom, dude. Nice. I do know my shop sent out your comics you bought last week during the live sale on my channel. And let me check something really quick, and then we'll get out of here. Thank you again to DJ LINX for coming on, dude. This was an awesome time. I appreciate it.
Loved it, man. Loved it.
It's been a while since I had you on, and it's always fun getting you on here, and because people don't know this about DJ LINX, and I'm gonna spoil it here really quickly. He is quite the jokester, and when I say jokester, I'm not talking like like PG-13 jokes. I'm talking HBO, Showtime. Like he says some pretty dirty, funny stuff, and it's hilarious, and it's needed, especially for me, who tries to be as on screen as family friendly as possible. But in the Berk fam chat, I've definitely turned into Berk nasty, and this guy's got some funny stuff to say for sure.
Thank you.
I didn't realize how funny you were for sure.
Neither did I, apparently. No, I've always been a jokester. I think in high school I was voted like whatever class clown or whatever it was.
Dude, so you were in the yearbook for class clown?
Yeah, whatever it was, or like funniest male or something like that. I don't know. It was one of those things where it's just like, yeah, all the jokes fly when people are around, but then I'm like a recluse when nobody's around. It's like, leave me alone.
Adding Warlord to the Berk fam chat.
Nice. Welcome, Warlord.
Welcome, sir. Thank you for being a Berk fam member and a family tier member. You'll be able to see that Berk box tomorrow night. We have another new member. Welcome in, Warlord. All right. Thank you again, DJ LINX. Thank you to the 616comics.com for being a Berk Family 54 Comics channel sponsoring a monthly Berk box, which you can win if you are a family tier member. Make sure you guys check them out. The link to their website is in the description of every one of my videos. And thank you to all of my channel members and a family tier. Obviously, we have Warlord, who just joined tonight. We also got Tolt Fiction, Adrian Pandawson 316, Hoarder's Hide, Nick's Kicks and Comics, Blue Hellion Comics, which is Dan Eckery, Selwyn Collectibles Lounge, Chris Cardboard Crazies, Flash 6792, Deep Dive Comics, Comic Book Poser, Small Town Collectibles, Jonathan Michaels, Remy Q Studios, Jade Kuros, Chip Gittler, Slaughter 503, DJ LINX, Kajana Prince, and of course, Legion of Comics. Thank you guys for being in the family tier. And a friend tier, we got New Guy and Adrian APM. Thank you guys so much for being a Berk Fam channel member, and everyone also in the supporter tier, which we got actual Dracula, who's in that as well. So thank you, everyone. This was an awesome show. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. DJ LINX. Thank you. You guys have a good night. And as always, go Cats, Cowabunga, and it's Morphin.